Morning, guys. I hope you're all okay and ready for some more maths. So I've got your maths for today, and we are again using learning by questions to have a go at retrieving and recapping our knowledge of shape. And in particular today, we're looking at quadrilaterals. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hopefully yesterday and today I will share again that glossary that we've made for you of information about shape, because there are a lot of triangles and a lot of quadrilaterals and a lot of everything else that you need to get your head around, and I find it hard to get my head around it. So therefore we want to try and make it as simple as possible for you guys to have a look at. So we've got that glossary that could be really useful for you when doing these rewinds. Okay, so to start, I will obviously share the code with you on Monday morning with the tests already set for you. And so all you need to do is watch this video, have a go at rewinding your learning, and then answer the questions. Okay, so remember, this video shows you the same kinds of questions that you'll be answering in your test. So it's really important that you do this rewind first of all, so that knowledge comes to the front, and then you can use it in your test. Okay. First of all, a quadrilateral is a closed 2D shape, or it is a polygon with something straight sides. So I know that a polygon is a 2D shape with straight sides. And I know that triangle has got tri in it. So tri, like a tricycle, means 3. And now we're looking at a quadrilateral. Quad. What do I know already? What do I already know about quad? I know that I've heard of a quad bike, and that is a bike with 4 wheels. I'm about to talk about food, shock. I also remember going to a restaurant with my family once, and there was a burger called the Quadzilla burger, and that had 4 burgers in it. I did not choose that one. I wouldn't have managed it, although I would love to have a go. But again, that's another 4. So I think the answer to this is that a quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides, and I know that because of, oops, that's 5 sides, isn't it? And I know that because of the things that I already know about the word quad, or the prefix quad. So that's helpful. Now, adjacent sides are next to each other. Okay, so for example, remember in class we mentioned when talking about prepositions that adjacent could mean the table next to you, the table adjacent to you. So adjacent to me is another dining room table chair and the window. So they are the things next to me. So adjacent means next to each other, not opposites. So select a pair of adjacent sides. So which sides are next to each other? A and C. No, they're opposites. A and D. Maybe they are next to each other. And B and D, no, they're opposite. So I think the answer is, whoopsie daisy, A and D. Okay, so adjacent sides also create that angle. So anywhere that there is an angle, here there is an acute angle. And that means that these 2 sides are adjacent. They are next to each other because they've made an angle. Okay, so a bit of a rewind to angles as well. So which shape is a quadrilateral? I've got my answer circle ready. Which shape is a quadrilateral? Now, I know that a quadrilateral's got 4 sides. So I'm going to go through and get rid of anything that's not got 4 sides. A has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a pentagon. Let's put a big cross through it. B has got 1, 2, 3 sides. That is a triangle. C has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, so maybe. D has just got 1 continuous side because it is a circle, so that is not it. And E has got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So now I'm confused. There is no option to have C and E. C and E. C's definitely got 4 sides, and E has definitely got 4 sides. Now, I remember one of the other questions saying something about closed shape. Let's go back. Oh, a quadrilateral is a closed 2D shape. I don't think E is closed. It's not complete. It's not closed. Because if it was complete, it would have another side on it, and it would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have another pentagon. So I think that E is not a quadrilateral either, because it's not a 2D shape that is closed with all its straight sides meeting. So that means that my answer must be C. Don't know where I got A from. Well done if you got that one. Now, a rectangle is a type of parallelogram. So before I move on, just in my mind, I'm thinking of a rectangle. It's got 2 sides the same length, and then the other 2 sides are a different length, but they're the same as well. So this is a pair, and this is a pair, and they are not all the same. There are 2 and 2 the same. Okay, so I've got a rectangle in my mind. It's a type of parallelogram. Parallelogram. Parallel, like train tracks. Which extra property makes a parallelogram a rectangle? So extra. So that means we've already got a property. The property that they already tell us is that it is a parallelogram. So we know that parallelogram means that the sides will never ever meet. So for example, on this rectangle, oh, here we go, this is a rectangle. On this rectangular book, these 2 sides here and here that are parallel will never, ever, ever meet as long as it goes, for as long as it goes on. So they will never meet, like train tracks. Then let's check the other 2. These are also parallel because they will never, ever meet. They will go on forever and never meet. So that's the first feature. But I'm not asked for that. I'm being asked for another feature about rectangles. What else do we know about rectangles? I think I've already said this when I was rewinding my rectangle learning. Do they have opposite sides equal in length? Opposite sides are equal in length. 4 right angles. Yeah, it's got 4 right angles. And 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, so I've kind of confused myself with this question, guys. So let's just have a little look. A rectangle is a parallelogram. Yeah. Which extra property makes the parallelogram a rectangle? Opposite sides are equal in length. Yep. 4 right angles. Yep. And 2 pairs of parallel sides. Now, I don't know if I'm just reading this question wrong. Please let me know if you think the answer is any different, but I'm going to just say that all of those work. All of those features are something that a rectangle would have. Its opposite sides are equal in length, and its other opposite sides are equal in length. It's got 4 right angles, 4 perfect corners, and it's got 2 sets of parallel sides, and they're parallel because they never, ever meet. So I'm just going to go and say that they are all correct, because I don't think I've quite understood the question there. But all of them are features of a rectangle. So now we need to decide on 2 things that a parallelogram is. So, does a parallelogram have no sides that are equal? Let's have a look at this picture to help us. Well, I can see these sides are equal and these sides are equal. So number 1 is not right. Does a parallelogram have 2 pairs of parallel sides? Yes. And these arrows show us that. These sides are the same length and they're never going to meet. So that is one of the features. But in bold, this question says 2. So we need 1 more. What else? Opposite sides are equal in length. They are 4 and 4, 2 and 2. I'm thinking that one, but let me check the last one just in case. Only 1 pair of parallel sides. Well, we can't have 2 pairs of parallel sides and only 1 pair of parallel sides. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to say that the opposite sides are equal in length. Let me just check that one. There we go. Okay, so we have got a few more questions. So I want you to have a read of this one and then have a go for me. See if you think you know the answer to this one. So using this picture, this diagram of a rhombus, we can work out these answers as well. So 2 properties of a rhombus, 2 things we know about a rhombus. No sides that are equal in length. There are definitely some equal sides there, so that's not right. 2 pairs of parallel sides. Well, yes, it's got these 2 will never meet and these 2 will never meet. So it's definitely got 2 pairs of parallel sides, which means it can't have only 1 pair of parallel sides, but it has got all 4 sides that are the same length. And so that is a rhombus, and that is in line with what it says on our glossary. So if for a second I stop screen sharing, hello everybody, full screen Miss Note, and share with you the glossary here, we can see that we have got, whoopsie daisy, we've got the parallelogram. And so it says there that they're parallel lines that never meet. We've got the trapezium, which has got 1 pair of parallel lines. And here we've got a rhombus. Just to make sure that our answers are the same, it's got 4 sides and all 4 sides are the same length, which is exactly what we put on the other screen. So all 4 sides are the same length. And what this one doesn't say, what we can do to up level it is add that actually those sides not only are the same length, but they are parallel as well. Apparently that means parallel. Sorry guys, that does not make sense. Apparently they are parallel as well. So let me stop sharing that one and share with you the slide again. So definitely 4 sides that are the same length and 2 pairs of parallel slides because we've got that glossary to help us. So using that glossary to help you, what is this shape called? It's only got 1 pair of parallel sides, and I think I remember seeing it. So in school, we said that this one looks a little bit like a squished top hat. Okay, so we said it looks a little bit like a hat. Don't ask why, that's just that's how we've remembered it. And so we have remembered that as the trapezium. Okay, so this shape here is called a trapezium. Let me mark it with our answer. And that's another one of the shapes that we are looking at. So a trapezium is a quadrilateral, so it's got 4 sides, and it's only got 1 pair of parallels. You can see that by these arrows. So if you see those arrows or lines on a shape, it usually means that they are parallel because they are heading in that direction, and they will forever be heading in that direction. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. Now I would like you to go on learning by questions with your code and have a go at those questions. So some of them will be very similar to that, and there might be a few extras as well. Well done, keep up the good work, and I will see you for our final maths video tomorrow. See you later, guys.